Hey there, it's Dr. Jim, and I have another person-centered care topic. As you know, I love to talk about, write, discuss person-centered care culture change. But today's topic is about barriers. What are the things that get in the way of person-centered care and culture change? And there are many things that do get in the way or can get in the way. While person-centered care has been around for decades, it took some time to work its way through senior communities throughout the United States. And even today, there are some skilled facilities, as reported in various studies, that are not fully engaged in culture change, deinstitutionalization, or person-centered care. How can this be, and why? Well, some studies report that one of the biggest barriers to person-centered care is not poor communication in general, but a lack of specific information about the resident's personal and clinical background. It's not just information, it's the quality of information. The breakdown is between the care staff and residents, staff, and families, and staff to staff. So there's a breakdown at almost every level within the care community. Added to this barrier is the lack of time that many nursing assistants have during a normal shift, and staffing, which sometimes can run on the low side, is another barrier. Poor exchange of information, lack of time, and staffing shortages do not lend to positive culture change or person-centered care. Another barrier, high acuity residents. Recently, some skilled nursing centers have made the decision to focus on the care of more acute, complex, and high-risk residents, many of whom require intensive rehabilitation. Along with this shift, person-centered care may receive less attention, and culture change may come to a halt in many care centers. Finances, among other factors, drive this decision as skilled care is more profitable than residential care. Another roadblock, staff turnover. This seems to be a big one all the time. Developing and implementing person-centered care and culture change take a lot of planning, work, and time. Such development requires strong and steady leaders who themselves may leave a care community in the middle of a new stage or phase of culture change implementation. Now what? Sometimes when a high-level manager or supervisor leaves, they're not replaced for some time, and at times not at all, leaving a gap in productivity and a greater workload for the staff who are remaining. So that's a bad one, staff turnover. Another barrier to person-centered care and culture change, lack of management engagement. One sure way to stop the progress in person-centered care and culture change is to have a manager or supervisor who doesn't buy into the program. They don't believe in it. And throughout my career, I've run into folks like this. They show no enthusiasm for changes, and they don't play a significant part in helping these changes take place. If managers have their own agenda, which is not related to culture change, then they actually become a big barrier. Another one, lack of training and education. That's why I'm glad you keep coming back for my videos and perhaps going to Collins Learning and CEU Academy, because we have so much education and information about person-centered care and culture change. Person-centered care and culture change require ongoing training and education for staff in every single department. Within nursing, social services, therapy, dietary, environmental services, nothing is going to change unless there is good information to share and someone who's able to convey it and teach it. Finances might get in the way of ongoing training and education, but a general lack of concern for it from the top may also hinder person-centered care and culture change, innovation, and movement. Here are some final thoughts before I stop. While most care centers around the country have engaged in culture change or person-centered care, there are still plenty who have not committed to implementing these care and life-enhancing models. There are many moving parts in senior care, and it's easy for roadblocks to stand in the way of progress. You know, let's be realistic about it. Things do get in the way. Crises take place, priorities shift and move, other projects that we're working on. But strong leadership, well-trained staff, low turnover, personal information about residents, and engaged management can make a huge difference in overcoming barriers to person-centered care and culture change. So, if you're on the road to culture change and person-centered care and barriers arise, it's important as a team to identify them and put together a plan to overcome them and move forward. I'm Dr. Jim. I've got to move forward now to something else. But it's good to talk to you. I hope you enjoy the videos, and tell some of your friends and colleagues to check them out sometime. I'll see you soon.